Hello everybody, JSGC here. We are here for another live stream. We are here for the Manchester City big game against Lyon. Just going to do a quick check. Can everybody see me? Can everybody hear me? Nice, Jonathan. Hello, welcome. Hello, Premier League as well. We're good to go. We're good to do the preview. We can hear Harrison. Super. Fantastic. Okay. Right, we're good to go. So, Manchester City against Lyon. We know that if we win this game tonight, we've got the small matter of that very good Bayern Munich team to cope with in the semi-final. But we must get through Lyon first. I've seen people in the comment section on my transfer update that I've done today, asking for my opinions on the Manchester City versus Bayern Munich match. Blows my mind. We must get through this very good Lyon side first, and it is by no means a gimme. This game, City must play to the best of their ability if they are to go through. That is my opinion. I'd love to know your thoughts in the chat. What could the Manchester City need to do to go through, in your opinion? So, we're going to go and have a look at the teams that Manchester City and Lyon have put out there. So, we're going to start off first with our oppositions, Olympique Lyonnais. So, they've gone with Lopez in goal. Former Manchester City man Jason Denayer playing as well, along with Marcelo, Marcel, Dubois, Carrique, Moura, Aouar, Cornet, Depay and Ekambi. Now, I feel like a couple of areas here to look out for with that Lyon team. In particular, pace up front. So Memphis Depay is the big danger. Manchester City's high line. Lyon will look to exploit that. So they need to find distribution to players like Depay and Cornet. And the way they're going to do that is through their midfield. In particular, having a look at Houssem Aouar, another danger man for Lyon. Not only is he very dynamic and very quick, he's good with his distribution, he's good with his passing, and he's got a good eye for threading the ball through and hurting Manchester City on that all-important counter-attack. You want to know how Lyon are going to play? Think back to when we played Manchester United in the Premier League both times, both home and away. Think about the game against Arsenal in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley, neutral venue as well. And that is exactly what I think Lyon are going to try and do tonight to us. So we need to learn our lessons. We need to make sure that we learn our lessons from that Arsenal game. I felt like our biggest problem with that Arsenal game was motivation and just simply not looking interested. Well, this is the Champions League quarter-final. Guaranteed City want to win the Champions League. The players will want to win the Champions League and to prove a point too. Bayern Munich just proved a point yesterday in showing what they can do. So it's up to Manchester City here to try and show what we can do. Lyon by no means mugs. They just knocked out Juventus in the last round. They will be full of confidence. But Manchester City just knocked out the La Liga champions, the most successful Champions League team of all time in the last round. Real Madrid will be full of confidence as well. The Manchester City team for this game, we've gone with Ederson in goal, Walker right back, Cancelo left back. We're seeing that combination once again. That makes me happy. First talking point is Aymeric Garcia starts along with Aymeric Laporte. Fernandinho goes in at defensive midfield. So interestingly, Fernandinho isn't playing at centre-back. We've got Garcia back into the team, of course. Wonder what his frame of mind's going to be. He wants to join Barcelona after yesterday's shambles. May he be reconsidering? I do not know. Fernandinho sitting in defensive midfield alongside Rodri and Ilkay Gundogan. It's a very negative midfield. A lot of workhorse and running around and passing in there. So it'll be interesting to see how that maintained throughout the game and how much creativity there is going to be. Maybe City are going to be a little bit more cautious. I don't know. We do need to be clinical though in this game. We've gone with De Bruyne, Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus. Interestingly, I'm wondering if we're going to see De Bruyne on the right-hand side. Pep tends to move De Bruyne towards the right-hand side, so I was anticipating De Bruyne and Sterling playing as wingers and Gabriel Jesus up top. Other people have been saying we could see Kevin De Bruyne acting as a false nine, much like what we saw with Phil Foden against Real Madrid, and Jesus drifting out wide and Raheem Sterling obviously occupying the winger. So what City decide to do, we'll wait and see for the match to develop. I'll keep an eye on what is happening with that. For the substitute bench for City, we've got Bravo, Stones, Zinchenko, Bernardo Silva, David Silva, Benjamin Mendy, Riyad Mahrez, Nicolas Otamendi, Phil Foden, Tommy Doyle, Cole Palmer and Adrian Bernard. So lots of creativity in there from Manchester City to bring on if we need them. David Silva, Bernardo Silva, two obvious choices there for creativity if we're needing it. If we're needing a little bit more dynamic crunch to our team, then Riyad Mahrez could become an option. Benjamin Mendy as well, we're putting balls in, could become an option at some point as well. So lots of cover for City. On the bench for Lyon, they've got Diomande, Anderson, Raphael, the former Manchester United man, Dembele, I think that's the former Celtic striker, Traore, Mendes Ribeiro, Reina Adelaide, Cherki, Olivier, Tete, Taratasanu, right, Tatara Usanu, that's how you say his name, and Bard as well making the bench for Lyon for this game. And so, huge game, big game, all on the line, 90 minutes, neutral venue in Portugal. One team must go through and face Bayern Munich, and God help them, and one team must exit the competition as well. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, City can finally get over that little quarter-final hurdle. Last 2 seasons we've gone out in the quarter-finals, of course we've exited. Obviously last season against Tottenham Hotspur and Liverpool the season before. We'll mark it as progress if we can make it through against Lyon, and then we go toe-for-toe over one leg with Bayern Munich should we go through. So lots to talk about, lots to think about when going through into this game. So, the all-important score prediction, because I know everybody likes score predictions. I'm going to go for Manchester City 2, Olympique Lyonnais 1. So, in the chat, let me know your score prediction for this game. Jonathan going for 3-1 to City. Gucci going for 3-1, I presume, to City. Saksham going with an outrageous 8-2 be Lyon. Another 8-2. I doubt we're going to see another 8-2, but you never know. Luke going for a 4-1 to Manchester City. Max Wong going for City 6. Lyon 0. That's incredible. We'll wait and see what happens with that. I'd certainly like a 6-0. I think an early goal would settle everybody down. It's going to be a big midfield battle, this game. Really big. Premier League going for 2-1 to City. Sabaka going for 4-2. Kevin De Bruyne to get a goal and 2 assists. That's a good prediction. TRD with 3-2 to City. Alex with 2-0 to City. Gupal with 3-1, I presume, to City. Irlando with 2-1 to City. Grixel Beats going with 2-1 to City. Afarat going for 3-1 to, I presume, Manchester City. Bay going for 3-1 to City. 9-0. Harrison's going with an outrageous prediction there to Manchester City. John, please don't say that. 1-1 going to pens. My heart cannot do pens, particularly for City. Great for a neutral, not so great if you're a City fan or a Lyon fan, for that matter. Jonathan going with 2 goals for De Bruyne and a Jesus goal, 3-1 to Manchester City. Duhit's going for 4-2 to City. Lots of good predictions coming in here. Hard going for 4-1. Soufal going for 5-0. Wow. OXB going for 7-1 to Manchester City. Love it, love it, love it. Rightio. So, 42 likes we're up to for the live stream. Loving that. Very good. So, if you're watching the stream, you're enjoying the stream, leave a thumbs up, as it really helps me to grow, my algorithm to grow. So, that would be much appreciated. And it also lets me know that you are enjoying the stream. Nis, thank you for tuning in once again. Much appreciated. 4-2, we're seeing a prediction there for Manchester City from Dultz. Zoltan going for 2-2, 3-2 Manchester City in extra time. I can handle extra time. Penalties, That's a different matter. If there was golden goal, my heart wouldn't be able to handle that either. Premier League, thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. Rohit going for 4-1 to Manchester City. Riyad Jesus starting. Thoughts on that? Well, he's always going to start. Obviously, Aguero not fit to go onto the bench. That's what's happening there. TRD, loving people's optimism. I was feeling nervous a few hours ago. I'm not feeling too bad, but I feel like that's because I'm doing the stream, so my mind is focusing mainly on just producing good quality content here. And so it's helping to ease me, at least, and I'm hoping people are getting a good positive vibe, that it's helping to calm their nerves as well. And this going for 3-1 to City. Sterling, Jesus and Kevin De Bruyne are going for a Memphis Depay goal for them. 4-1, Bayes going for a Kevin De Bruyne hat-trick. Rico going for 4-1 to City as well. Lots of people going here for a comfortable result. I think it'll be a lot closer than what people are predicting, in my opinion. Just on Coke at the moment, I've got some record league just out of shot. I'm just finishing off this. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see that I'd ordered a takeaway and it was set to come just after I'd started my live stream. It actually came about 20 minutes earlier, so I was able to quickly scoff it down and then come up here and do this. So just got the leftover drinks from that, which is what's in the cup that I'm going to finish off, then go for the alcohol because I don't want to mix Coke and record league at the same time, because that's a bit gross. So after that, going for 4-0, De Bruyne with 2 assists and a goal. Adam going for 3-1 to Manchester City and Lyon to get a pen. Are you predicting them to score that pen then? Harrison going with a 900-0 to Manchester City. I think that would make everyone feel a lot better, would it not? Is Koulibaly a done deal? Who knows? Who knows these days with Koulibaly, if I'm honest. I'm tired of the transfer. Lots of people get tired of the comments of Koulibaly all the time. Trust me, I get even more tired than them. We'll keep having to chase it up, dig on it, and report on it. So there we go. That's not a problem, Nice. Needs must. Enjoy the game. Bend over going for 2. I love the name. Going for 2-1 to Manchester City, I presume there. We definitely should not be getting Nelson Semedo after yesterday's performance. There's a bad performance and then there was that. That was horrendous. Upamecano just signed a new contract at Leipzig, so he won't be leaving Leipzig this summer. Obviously, it allows him to get more money, and I don't think his release clause, much like the Benesa deal is what I've got my understanding as, where the release clause doesn't become active until next summer. So I imagine Upamecano, if there's more interest over the next season, next summer rather than this summer. I imagine Leipzig would want a lot of money because they can demand a lot of money. There isn't that release clause there, so we'll see. It's all about forcing moves, and if you want him to leave, like what Timo Werner did, made it very clear that actually wanted his move to Chelsea, whereas Upamecano has made it very clear that he wants to stay at Leipzig, which is absolutely fair enough in my opinion. Yeah, Aymeric Garcia does start. Aymeric Garcia starting at centre-back, the return of Aymeric Garcia. Whether that means something's happened with his future remains to be seen. Maybe watch that Barcelona game and thought, actually, I want to stay at Manchester City. I will sign that new contract and I'll have games rather than try and sort that mess out. You never know. You never know. I don't think Messi, I can't see him ever leaving Barcelona. Even when things happen season upon season, just don't ever see him leaving Barcelona. Gets paid a lot of money, he's the main man, he's got nothing to prove. Why would he leave? Looks pretty settled. It's not exactly like Ronaldo, where he's done a few seasons here and a few seasons there. He spent his whole career at Barcelona. He's getting towards the end parts now of his career over the next 5 or 6 seasons, so I don't see him leaving. I can see, yeah. They don't rule out Garcia staying because of that either. Yeah, I've heard the theory about De Bruyne as a false 9. It may be the case. I'm disappointed that Foden's on the bench, if I'm honest. I'd like to have seen Foden starting. There we go. It happens. I thought he put in a quality performance against Real Madrid, so I think he's unlucky not to get his spot for this game, maybe later in the game to bring him on. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. So potentially De Bruyne might take up what Foden did. I imagine he's going to drift out wide. I imagine City's going to have a bit of workhorse midfield, and they're going to be relying on Jesus and Sterling and De Bruyne putting in quality balls to try and make things happen. What I think might happen, it may well be a case simply of De Bruyne playing as a false 9. Mixid, hello Aaron, thank you for tuning in. I'm on coke at the moment from my takeaway, and then I've got recording in the back that I'm going to be going on to. Nis, a good point with the 4-4-2. I don't think it'll be 4-4-2. I've seen others speaking about a 4-2-2-2. So that would be obviously the back four of Manchester City of Walker, Garcia, Aymeric Laporte and Joao Cancelo. Then next two would be Rodri sitting alongside Fernandinho. Then the next two being Kevin, like moving more forward, Gundogan and De Bruyne, and then seeing Raheem Sterling being more, rather than out wide, actually occupying either one wing or going forward along with Gabriel Jesus. So who knows, it's Pep. Anything can happen. Marzar, thank you for tuning in. Thank you everyone for tuning in. It is much appreciated. We're up to 80 concurrent viewers, which is crazy. We're already up to 62 likes. We're still around 14 minutes away from kickoff for this game. So, brilliant. TRD, thank you very much. Much appreciated. I'm sure Aaron is in fact, he is there in the chat, appreciating that as well. Sing a song. I'm not in a sing-a-song mood. Right, I'm just getting the game up. That's what I'm doing at the moment. Make sure it's all sorted. Right, what I will say is I'm going to be using the same device that I've been using for the last few live streams, which means it's going to be about 20 seconds behind real-time live play, so I apologise for that. Sometimes people will ruin it for me in the chat. For the neutral games, not so bothered. For City, I want to give you a precise, accurate, genuine reaction to the game and giving you my thoughts live. And so for that, when the game does start, I'm going to keep popping in and out of the chat, so no one is ruining what's happening in the game for me, so I can give you my thoughts and stuff as I'm seeing them on the screen, because I will be around 20 seconds behind. I apologise for that. I am having to watch it off a device rather than on TV like I was with the Real Madrid game. Unfortunately, I can't go downstairs to go and watch it. Otherwise, I would, so I could give you my live in-play reaction and do interaction at the same time. So instead, I'm going to keep popping in and out of the chat, doing as much interaction as I can with people when things are happening with the game. I'm just looking for everything to be nice and genuine. So just putting that out there right now before kick-off, just to make everybody aware of that's what's happening. It's a really tense, huge game, this, for Manchester City. So, yeah. I'm starting to feel a little bit nervous now that we've gone through the formalities of what's happening with the game. So we're just going to get everything plugged in, everything set up, and everything sorted, ready for this mammoth game for Manchester City. Biggest game of the season. We are almost at 11,000 now. We're less than 300 away, which is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We're up to 73 likes. It's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. Got less than 10 minutes to go now. We've got 9 minutes to go. Feeling a bit nervous, Steve. Yeah, I'm starting to get there now. Daniel, yeah, me too. Me too. You always feel like you always want a team selection to make you feel better. And with Pep, yeah, I'm not sure I always feel better, if I'm honest. Fordosa going for 3-0 to Manchester City. Aaron, if you're watching this, I wish there was a bit of grenadine at the bottom. Sweeten this drink up a little bit. Right, there we go. I'm happy you're watching. I was baiting you in there, Aaron, with a Roy Rogers. American Dad, Roy Rogers McFreely. Bungie with a nice donation. A one... Is that Canadian currency? I'm not sure what currency it is. You'll have to let me know, Bungie. But thank you so much for donating. Shout out to you. Absolute legend supporting the JSGC channel and its future. Super. Thank you very much. Amazing. I hope so. I hope so, Portmore. I hope it's going to be a celebration tonight. Nice, bro. I'm looking forward to that video tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Is it? I'm going to Google that to make sure I've got the currency. Is it the Canadian one? The Canadian dollar? Yeah, I think it's a Canadian dollar, so thank you for that. Much appreciated. Nerdy TV, thank you so much with the £5 donation. Much appreciated. You're so hyped, yet so nervous. I'm the same, looking forward to the game. I'm also really nervous for the game as well. Really nervous. Thank you so much for the donation. Much appreciated. Shout out to Nerdy TV. I know for a fact that he is a JSGC member as well. That's much appreciated. Absolute legend, supporting the future of this channel and supporting my content. Makes me feel good. Thank you very much for that, Nerdy TV. Much appreciated. And also much appreciated from Bungie as well. So thank you very much for that. We've got 6 minutes now remaining before kickoff. If you are watching in the UK, it's live on BT Sport if you've got access to BT Sport. I'm feeling the red emojis there would get at least a little bit of reaction. I think everyone's too nervous thinking about this game rather than baiting with Manchester United. But let's face it, we're in a Champions League quarter-final, potentially getting to a semi-final. I can safely say that a lot of people watching this do not care at this moment in time about Manchester United. Well, that's my thoughts anyway. I hope you're right there, Fordosa. 1-0 in the first half. Second half, City will score another 2 goals to make it Manchester City 3, Lyon 0. That would be good. I'm not scared of Memphis Depay. He's a very good player. I wouldn't say I'm ever scared of a player. I mean, we've got the potential of Bayern Munich, so I think the time of being scared of players is, beyond us now. I'm just going to finish off the Coke, so... I was on Coke. That's done. I said we've got another drink right here. There we go. I'm like a fridge. On demand. An on-demand fridge. We're on Record League Wild Berries. I didn't even know what I'd picked up. It's a Wild Berries. There we go. Yeah, nice. What's everyone drinking? Let me know. Let me know. Surely people are on some heavy stuff to make them feel better. Surely. Foden not starting is harsh, considering he put in a class performance against Real Madrid, in my thoughts. And very unlucky not to be started, and I would like for him to have started. But there we go. Right, we've got the players coming out. It's Manchester City coming out first, led by Fernandinho. Followed by Ederson as well. Oh, go and get something to eat, Bungie. Don't want to be doing that. As now we have got Lyon coming out next. We're going to get the anthem, so I hope everyone's clearing their throats, making sure it's nice and clear, at home, ready to boo UEFA's anthem. And there we go, we've got the anthem going on now. So, like I said, clear your throats, ready to give it a good boo! Boo! That's enough booing from me. The City players don't look too bothered. Looking up at the skies, eyes anywhere but on the camera. Kyle Walker looks very focused, that's good. Kevin De Bruyne doesn't look arsed, if I'm honest. There we go. Right. 8-2 to Manchester City. I certainly hope so. We've got kickoff coming up less than a minute away now. We're up to 86 likes. It's not even kickoff. Gonna put a target out there now. If you're watching this stream, leave a thumbs up. My target for the whole stream was 100 likes. So I want to see if we can get to 100 likes before kickoff, which would be insane. So we're up to 88 likes. So if you're watching the stream and you haven't already, leave a thumbs up. I want to see if we can get to 100 likes before kickoff. I am going to do the timer. Thank you for reminding me. I'm just going to make sure that the timer is still working for everybody. It looks like it's ready to be functioned, ready to go for everyone. We're up to 92 likes. Glyn, thank you for tuning in. Welcome again. Much appreciated that you're tuning back in for me. I certainly don't want true promoting at Manchester City. 98 likes. We're set for kickoff now. Can we get 2 more likes to get to 100 before kickoff? That would be insane. As Memphis and De Bruyne give a little fist bump. We need 2 more likes to get to 100 likes. We're up to 94 concurrent viewers as kickoff is now set to happen. 100 likes before kickoff. Crazy. You guys are absolute legends. Thank you very much. As we have got kickoff, so we'll get the timer up for everybody just there. There we go. So we've got kickoff for this game. I'm now going to move away from the chat so I can focus on what is happening with this game. So, at first 30 seconds, nothing much happening. It's just Lyon working around with the ball. So we've got City in possession. So first minute, nothing's been created, nothing's happened. Ederson's going for a long pump upfield. Great ball. Unlucky. City do win the second ball as De Bruyne has kind of drifted to that right-hand side. An early ball in. It's not a bad ball, but collected well by Lopez in net for Lyon. Top up my drink. As Lyon go upfield, comfortably dealt with there by City, but they do miss out on the second ball, which means Lyon have come away with it in the City half. As they try and put a ball upfield and it's intercepted. Can he control there, Jesus? He's unlucky in trying to control that, but not quite. As Raheem Sterling has got the ball on the right-hand side. Left-hand side, sorry, on his right foot. City working the ball nice and comfortably. Now, Lyon, how they're set up right now is exactly what I was expecting them to do. It's a great ball. Sterling, early chance for City. Squared across. Oh, just couldn't get there on the end. An early chance there for Manchester City. A little bit of desperate defending there from Lyon before Marcelo manages to put the ball behind for a corner. So great pass into Sterling. Desperate bit of defending to stop Gabriel Jesus having a tap-in. Good pullback across. Very last grasp defending there, and Marcelo does the right thing, just put the ball out for a corner. As the ball comes in, it doesn't beat the first man. It's headed back in and cleared eventually by Lyon. Now, this is what Lyon will be looking for. Nice and defensive. They'll be looking for the counter-attack and trying to hurt Manchester City. But City managed to snuff out the danger there. So Lyon, they're going to sit deeper in this game. They've got pace up front to hurt Manchester City. They're going to look to do a lot of running, keep the score down, and hurt City on the break. As we've seen with plenty of teams in the Premier League this season, we've seen United do it a couple of times. We saw Arsenal do it in the Cup as well. That's just off top of my brain. City, of course, lost 9 games in the Premier League, so there's a whole host of clubs that have played this counter-attacking football to try and hurt City. As Kyle Walker goes down, referee chooses not to give a free kick and instead gives a goal kick, as Walker looked like a little bit of a shove there. I think he'd have been lucky to have got a free kick, but there's certainly he puts his arm into him, pushes him down. I think it was the other way round, and it was Lyon looking for a free kick. I'd probably be disappointed if a free kick was given. Now, Lyon have got a good chance here. Ball played over the top. Fernandinho couldn't get his head onto it. Chance for Lyon to put a ball into the box, perhaps. Move it centrally. Are they going to have a pop at goal? Are they going to put a ball into the box? Put a ball into the box. Oh my god, it's nearly an own goal. Kyle Walker there gets it onto his chest. Ederson. That was nerve-wracking. Not a great chest from Walker, and actually a pretty decent save from Ederson just to keep the ball out of the net. That would have been a... Ederson gives Kyle Walker a little bit of a dirty look there. Wow. Okay. Cool. Perhaps the best moment or the best chance of the game so far. Nearly an own goal from Kyle Walker. As City work it down the left-hand side. It is intercepted by Lyon, but it does go out for a throw into City. Yeah, get some beers down me, helping me to calm the nerves. Everything's very pensive right now, isn't it? I feel very pensive, leaning forward. You know what, I'll lean back, casual. Another long pump downfield from City. Certainly too much on that. And fended out for a goal kick to Lyon. So City looking for balls over the top as well, which is interesting. Does go out for a throw in that to Manchester City. After Lopez tries to play a ball out wide and goes over his head and out for a throw-in. So a chance here for City to get some possession inside Lyon's half again. Referee not really giving City anything at the moment. Lyon looking to really work the ball as another mistake from Lopez comes in and Denier now is forced to go long. And City do win that second ball with a poor ball upfield, which was caused by the keeper's poor pass. So often we saw ter Stegen doing that for Barcelona just yesterday in that game against Bayern Munich. City are more than happy just to keep hold of the football. We seem quite settled into the game. Not quite had an opportunity to make anything happen other than Raheem Sterling getting into good space and a good bit of defending from Lyon, albeit last ditch to ensure City don't have a tap in. Other than that, nothing really of note from City in the first 7.5 minutes. Lyon's only opportunity was a ball into the box where Kyle Walker chested it down and Ederson needed to dive and get behind the ball to ensure that it didn't go into the back of the net for an own goal. But other than that, we're nearly 8 minutes through the game. Both teams just kind of sussing each other out. I'd describe it as like a first round of a boxing match that you're potentially expecting it to go the full 12 rounds, so you're taking it easy for the first round, just trying to suss each other out. That's my summary of the first 8 minutes or so in this game. Of course, the yesterday's game, completely different. Bayern Munich, very dynamic, just wanted to make something happen immediately. As Fernandinho does eventually keep hold of the ball. Now a chance for De Bruyne to try and make something happen. There's a bit of movement in the box. It is cleared, though, by Lyon relatively straightforward from Denier. Now this is where the danger is, the counter-attack. One-touch football coming away quickly. Lyon now well into the City half, towards the edge of the box. It's a good tackle. It's going to go out for a corner to Lyon. So Lyon will have been working on their set pieces as well. Anticipating they might get a couple of free kicks or a couple of corners to try and hurt City. I imagine they'll have the big men going towards the near post, potentially, if they've done their homework on Manchester City. I felt Aymeric Garcia did a good bit of defending there just to not lose his runner and allow him to cut inside. Got a foot in and managed to put the ball out for a corner. As the corner does come in, they do go for that near post and it is cleared by City momentarily as a shot comes in. And it was a good, well-struck shot. Managed to get plenty of power behind it. I'm not too sure who it was on his left foot there that got a decent strike in at Ederson. The first shot on target, which Ederson managed to get his full body behind and make a good, comfortable save. Routine save, testing his hands, warming up Ederson's gloves, which is good to see. Last thing you want is like first shot on target and it goes in the back of the net. So that will make Ederson feel a little bit better. A bit concerned there how easy it was for Lyon to have a shot on the edge of our area. But there we go. We've come away unscathed, so it's not to worry at all. Interesting to see how Garcia does in this game. Didn't play against Madrid after making it clear that he's not going to sign a new deal at City. It's believed Barcelona were targeting him. Then Barcelona on the back of losing 8-2 yesterday. Was a free kick, but referee's playing advantage on the back of Barcelona winning 8-2 yesterday. All of a sudden, Aymeric Garcia is back in the City starting 11. So maybe this is just a way of Pep saying, actually, you've got more of an opportunity here at City. We're making more progress than Barcelona. A way to try and maybe make him want to stay. City's got a chance now. Sterling doesn't get a good pass in, though. Doesn't really look up. As Fernandinho makes a great tackle. Chance for him to maybe have a shot. He decides not to. Goes out wide instead. Raheem Sterling now. Surely going to play a pass to De Bruyne. He doesn't. Now he does. De Bruyne on the edge of the box. Can't get anything into the area, and Lyon are going to bring it clear. Can City win the first header? No. Lyon do come away with the ball. That's a good bit of hold-up play, that actually, from Lyon. Now they can just compose themselves, work the ball backwards, and kind of have a breather. Good bit of midfield play and defending that from Lyon, who seem to have settled themselves into their nice early shape. I think it's important City try and score first in this game. This Lyon team look like it might be quite hard to break down. So if they get anything to hold on to, then all of a sudden got something to think about, as Cancelo's gone down under a tackle from Toko. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't Toko, whatever his name is. It's Dubois, I think that's how you say his name, out on the Lyon right-hand side. Catches Cancelo a little bit late, as he's given a yellow card. Bit of a nasty one, that. Certainly is a yellow card. Catches his foot. It's late. It's downwards motion coming onto the player's foot there. Looks like it probably does hurt with studs on, so I can see why he's been given a yellow card. So I'm happy the referee has given a free kick and a yellow card there. As we're through now 12 minutes. Manchester City and Lyon continuing to just try and suss each other out. Lyon have tested Ederson. Manchester City haven't really worked Lopez as of yet, as Lyon have got another chance here coming forward. A good tackle, though, coming in from, I think that was Cancelo on the left-hand side, as it goes out for a throw into Lyon. Lyon now got a chance to put the ball into the box. City covering their lines to ensure Lyon actually have to go backwards. So a good bit of defending there, forcing Lyon back. Look at that City defensive line there. Got, what, 5, 6 players in that defensive line. As Fernandinho comes and meets to make an interception, and Kevin De Bruyne mops up and puts it out for a throw in there. Good bit of defending that from Manchester City. City obviously seeing a little bit of a threat on the attack from Lyon, so we're showing them plenty of respect and showing a good organised defensive wall, shall we say. Man City trying to make sure there are no gaps and just trying to ensure that when Lyon do make mistakes, we're going to try and punish them, is what we seem to be looking for. And when we've got the football, keeping hold of possession and trying to make things happen. City have tried a couple of long balls over the top which have been run out for goal kicks. Maybe as the game goes on, Man City may look to try go back to the more traditional wingers and try and stretch that pitch, try and make it as big as possible, the pitch, to try and hurt Lyon maybe later in the game with some tired legs. Obviously, I think we're allowed 5 substitutions, so you wouldn't have thought that might come into play, as Lyon are going to try a long throw into the Manchester City penalty area. Should be dealt with, and is dealt with by Aymeric Laporte before Kevin De Bruyne brings the ball away for Manchester City, and a good touch there from Lyon to ensure that they come away with possession. So we're through 14 minutes, pretty scrappy at this moment in time. City looking for an offside trap there. Linesman isn't given. A heavy touch there from De Bruyne ensures that Lyon managed to pick up the loose ball. It is cleared, though, by Manchester City before Lyon come away with a second ball, and a hefty-looking challenge from Kevin De Bruyne sees... is that Dubois again going down? Kevin De Bruyne isn't given a yellow card, and the Lyon players aren't happy about it. To be fair, there isn't really a stamping motion. It's more of just a leg making contact, and he goes down. Not as malicious as what the tackle was by Dubois on Cancelo. Quite surprised the referee hasn't decided to give him a yellow card. We know what UEFA's like. Up to 110 likes, which is crazy. There's a good long ball from Lyon now, ensures that they've got possession on the edge of the City area. Lyon, I could argue, actually have been brighter in the first 15 minutes here than Manchester City. So City really need to get their heads into the game, make sure we don't concede that first goal. As Lyon are forced to work the ball all the way back to their goalkeeper. So City will be relatively happy with Lyon doing that. Lyon forced to go long. Should be mopped up that by City as Kyle Walker brings the ball forward. It's not a great pass, so Lyon come away with possession in the City half once more. City are getting their tackles in. Lyon are doing very well in making sure they've got the numbers there just to protect the ball and ensure they're coming away with them second balls and the battles in midfield. So Lyon doing very well in midfield at the moment. A nice little flick. Kyle Walker should be able to get the ball clear. He does, and it goes out for a throw into Manchester City. Just on the outside of our own penalty area. I'm very pensive, I apologise. It's a very poignant match. It's a very nitty-gritty game, this, at the moment. As Kyle Walker decides to throw the ball a little bit longer, City look for a free kick from Denier, and we managed to get it. So I'd suggest City here just take our time, just regroup ourselves. As it's Sterling that went down under the challenge of Denier. It was a free kick. He's got his hands on him and he goes down. Much needed respite that from City. Now a chance for us just to try and build up from the back once more. As we go for an early ball in, it doesn't connect at all. So there goes our little bit of possession. As Cancelo gives the ball away. We look a bit disjointed at the moment, don't we? We don't look as fluent as what we looked against Madrid. As Lopez goes long once more. Lyon looking for the height, looking to try and win the ball. They don't, but they do win the second ball. How many times have I said that they've won the second ball? As City press high, Lyon once again got players there in the right place at the right time just to come away with the ball. As this should be dealt with by City on the left hand, on our left hand side, and it is. And City managed to get a throw in just close to our own penalty area. Lyon here more than giving us a run for our money at the moment. I said it wasn't going to be an easy game. I anticipate this being a narrow game. I reckon there's only going to be a goal in this. So I don't mean 1-0, but I reckon the deficit will be a goal either way. So I reckon City will win by 1, or Lyon will win by 1. I reckon this will be a really nitty-gritty, close game. Not good for the nails, as they say. As Lyon once more come away on the left-hand side, put a ball into the box. City managed to regain possession and calmly and composed come away with the ball as we're turning ourselves into danger. So Walker goes long. It's a decent ball forward, to be fair. It's going to allow City to push our back line up. Yes, Lyon come away with possession, but it's a chance here for City just to regroup ourselves. So a good clearance that from Walker with Lyon pressing us and putting us under pressure. Something City are going to have to get used to if we do go through in this game, because we are going to be playing Bayern Munich in the semi-final, who will be doing that a lot. But there will be space. And at the moment, Lyon doing very well for space, making the pitch their own at the moment. Beautiful ball to the right-hand side for Lyon. Lyon being by far the better team the first 19 minutes, in my opinion. Sensing a bit of danger here at the moment. Chance for Lyon to put a ball into the box. They don't yet. They play it wide. Chance now to the edge of the penalty area. Slide tackle goes in and Ederson picks up the loose ball. And I think he's distributed this quickly. City looking for the counter-attack. As he goes long with a great ball out wide and not such a great ball in. I think that was from De Bruyne, who had to go first time under pressure. It would have been an incredible ball in if he'd managed to pull that one off. So first 20 minutes here, City looking a bit ragged. Not looking our normal selves. The first 20 minutes haven't made me feel any better about the game. Not too sure our midfield looks as fluent as what it normally does. Pep's tinkered with it a little bit. As Lyon come away with more possession down the centre. They work it out to their left-hand side, City's right-hand side. chance again for Lyon to put a ball into the box. They choose not to. They instead play a pass, which City managed to intercept. Kevin De Bruyne now coming away. He's not really got too much support. He does have Raheem Sterling. He's in a foot race with Denayer, which Denayer does enough to force Raheem Sterling out wide. Good bit of defending that from the former Manchester City man. Raheem Sterling does manage to pass the ball out wide though, so City have still got possession. Bit better that from City, I thought. Wasn't a bad ball from De Bruyne at all. Denayer is quick. They do play kind of like a back three, Lyon, which can turn into a back five, so it can look quite negative, particularly when City are on the offensive. Having pace at the back always helps. Lyon doing an excellent press on the pitch. They're making this pitch their own. City finding it very hard to thread passes through, so it's forcing us back, and it's either forcing us long or for us to give the ball away. So Lyon definitely being the better of the two sides, in my opinion, the first 22 here. I'm hoping kind of halfway through the first half, City can make this second half of this first half their own. And be able to create some opportunities and get involved in the game, because we're not really at the races at the moment. But it's still 0-0. Lyon haven't had that many opportunities, as Raheem Sterling's got a chance now in the penalty area. Can he get something across? Not a great ball. Lyon are going to intercept that. City surely going to foul him, yep, high up to give a free kick away to make sure there's no danger there, as Aouar, once again, excellent at that, just reading the play, bringing Lyon forward and looking to set up the counter-attack. So a nice little, as people like to say, tactical foul that from Gundogan, just to ensure no danger there. Doesn't get a yellow card. Rodri tries it first time, Gundogan does it second time to make sure no danger there. Give Lyon a free kick, 80 yards away from our penalty area. So no danger there. Sensible from Gundogan. I think he's looking to not pick up a yellow card for that, if I'm honest. Cynical tackle, knew what he was doing. I like Aouar. I think if City want a central midfielder, I would like to see us target Aouar. Apparently available for less than €50 million. As Lyon once again play a ball through. High line, exploited at the moment. So good tackle. And it's put into the back of the net, 1-0 Lyon. There will be an offside check for VAR, but it is 1-0 to Lyon at this moment in time. I don't think the flag has gone up. Lyon have looked the better of the team, the better of the sides at this moment. A last-ditch tackle, I think, from Garcia, thread it through straight to a Cornet, who's put the ball into the back of the net. Ederson caught in no man's land. There is a VAR check for offside, so I'm not going to put the score in as 1-0 Lyon. As of yet, they are checking for an offside. And Kyle Walker, I think, has played him onside. So I think this goal is going to stand. 1-0 to Lyon. It looks like on the right-hand side, Kyle Walker has played him onside. So not a great start this from Manchester City. Lyon have been patient. They've been a lot better than Manchester City in the first 25 minutes or so. Looks like it's going to be 1-0 to Lyon. Still having a look on VAR, just waiting for official confirmation. Not a great start. Goal given, 1-0 to Lyon. Did look onside. Yes, Kyle Walker is definitely ahead of the centre-backs. It's Kyle Walker hasn't looked at the line to make it... to check the line for offside. Good tackle that from Garcia. Caught napping there at the back. And Cornet's got a very simple finish in the end. Ederson caught in no man's land. Decent finish. 1-0 to Lyon. And really no more than what Lyon deserve. They have been, in my opinion, the better side these first 25 minutes. And so it's Maxwel Cornet giving Lyon the lead. Manchester City given a big kick. I said it was important first goal. Lyon now have something to defend. So City need to up their game. Pretty poor from City, really. Really poor. Poor ball in once more. A deep ball played in. City look a bit clueless at the moment. Great pass in. Not too sure who did the pass in. Good tackle that from Garcia. Ederson's just in no man's land, coming to try and confront it. Pretty poor.
Score?
1-0 Lyon.
Really?
Yeah, just scored then. Cornet.
Eh?
Cornet's just scored for them.
Just?
Yeah.
What's that on? Half hour?
26 minutes in.
Yeah.
Aye. You off?
No, I'm just going to get a shower.
Alright, mate. So City have dominated the possession, 60%, but yeah, this ain't brilliant. So good ball in. Raheem Sterling. Maybe a chance for him to put something into the box. Good defending that from Lyon, though. Surely a free kick. It is. Jesus taken out there. Nasty challenge that from Denier on Jesus. City caught victim here of basically yeah, just not playing very well. As De Bruyne has got a free kick here, chance for him to put a ball into the box. A little bit of handbags in the penalty area there as the free kick for City is going to come in now. Kevin De Bruyne, a chance for him to put in a quality ball, hopefully. Goes for a decent ball in, and it's fisted clear by Lopez, the goalkeeper, as De Bruyne lets it go out for a throw-in. But the ball is given away, but we'll get another throw-in just on the edge of the Lyon penalty area. City really need to up their game. We've just been too slow getting started. Taken too long to get to grips with the game. I feel like we've been a little bit too respectful of Lyon, and Lyon are just doing what Lyon do, which is the counter-attack. We knew what to expect, so we've got a bit of work to do, which is in no way what I wasn't expecting this not to be easy, if you know what I mean. I was expecting this to be a difficult game. City bring down Lyon there. Aouar in a decent position, so a yellow card is given. I think that was to Fernandinho. It is Fernandinho given a yellow card for a cynical challenge, as Lyon now has got a good chance to put a good ball into the City penalty area. We cannot afford to concede a game. Cannot afford to concede again. I don't think this midfield's suiting us. Just looks disjointed. Just doesn't look like there's anything there. I feel like a David Silva at the top of the midfield, pivoting and causing problems. A bit of creativity there. Just looks a bit workhorse-like. Lots of running in there and not enough creativity. It's just not suiting our game. So why we're not creating anything? There's nothing really there. A David Silva, a Phil Foden, something. Anyway, Lyon do put a ball into the box. City's high line there, dealt with by Fernandinho, and Walker will bring it clear, and surely a free kick there to City. Yep. Nice timely free kick just to ease that threat away. Like I said, it's important that we're 1-0 down, that we don't go 2-0 down. Only takes a moment to score. Keep ourselves in check and have a good push. Last 10-15 minutes of the half is what I'd be looking for here. As we're 30 minutes in, so we're 2/3 of the way through. Lyon have been the better side. Cornet has given Lyon the lead after City's high line exploited. My bigger problem is up front. City haven't really found a way of getting the De Bruynes and the Sterlings and the Jesuses involved in this game at all, other than the first couple of minutes. But other than that, nothing really there from City. So good run this from Cancelo. Gonna have to go on his left foot, put a ball in. It's regathered. Keeper made a bit of a hash of it. It is cleared eventually by Lyon. That wasn't convincing. Lyon looking particularly more vulnerable down their right-hand side, City's left-hand side at this moment in time. So that might be something for Sterling to maybe exploit. As Sterling does go into the penalty area. He does have to turn away. He's trying to find a pass as Lyon's press does deal with Manchester City. But we do come away with the second ball. So a chance for us here to maybe try and work something else back into the penalty area. Kyle Walker, I'd like to have seen him gone in a foot race there. Instead he chooses to twist and turn and move the ball backwards. Just needs to back himself. He's one of the quickest players in the Premier League, Kyle Walker, with Manchester City. I'd like to have thought he could have knocked the ball on and won him in a foot race. Anyway, Lyon come away with the ball. Another chance for them to get a ball through. Well defended from Fernandinho and Aymeric Garcia tag teaming to ensure that there is no danger from Lyon and City can come away with the football. So another chance here for Cancelo to maybe try and make something happen. Doesn't. Sells the pass short and so City are forced to kick the ball out. Cancelo looking a little bit like the weak link, just further reinforcing our left-back problem that whilst Cancelo for the last few games has looked pretty solid at left-back, and I was thinking that maybe it could be City's permanent left-back rather than being a right-back, seems Lyon have decided to target that area, and because of it, Joao Cancelo's looking a little bit exposed, in my opinion. As Lyon once more have another free kick around 45 yards out, just inside the Manchester City Manchester City half, and a chance for them to put a ball into the box. I'm sure City will defend with a high line here. At the moment, it's all about what Lyon are doing, which is the problem. It's not enough about what Manchester City are doing. And at the moment, Lyon look like the better side. If you used to say to me, if I didn't know anything about football, one of these teams are, from last season, the back-to-back Premier League champions, one of the favourites to win the Champions League, and have got lots of world-class players and a world-class manager in Pep Guardiola. I would say that would look like Lyon, and I'd say Manchester City look more like the underdog who are just trying to stay in the game. And that's where we're at this moment in time in the game. There's 33 minutes. Simply from City hasn't been good enough. I think Pep's got the team selection and formation wrong here a little bit. Doesn't look natural at the moment. I remember Mancini used to like making substitutions on the 38th minute when he knew things weren't working. Not be scared to make a change in the first half if things need to be changed. And at the moment, it seems quite evident, 34 minutes in, that what City are doing isn't enough. And I'm hoping we're not going to leave it too late to try and make things happen. As City get a free kick here. Get a throw in after Lyon tried to win a free kick through Denier. So a chance here for City to maybe put a ball into the box. So good tackle from Lyon. It goes out for another throw into Manchester City. Just on the outside of the Lyon penalty area. I mean, if City had a shot, we put balls into the box, but have we had a shot? We're not getting Jesus and Sterling involved anywhere near enough in this game. And I think we suffer a little bit that we've gone with a weird formation of like De Bruyne. Is he playing out wide? He seems to be playing out wide. Playing as a right winger. I feel like his more natural position is deeper in midfield to ping things through and make things happen. Kevin De Bruyne, in my opinion, City's best player. So I'd rather have seen Mahrez or Foden or Bernardo or something out wide. Someone that's more used to playing that position. Pep tinkering and overthinking a little bit too much. Did a wonderful job against Real Madrid, but it just isn't working here against Lyon at the moment. End of the day, we're not creating anything. Like I said, City, I don't recall us registering a shot. We've not made anything happen. We put some testing balls into the box, trying to work the keeper. But actual testing him and warming his hands up and getting something to happen, it's not really there. There's a free kick's given to Lyon there. I don't know, I'm concerned. I'm really concerned at the moment. It doesn't look right, it doesn't feel right. We haven't got the guarantees of a second leg to learn our lessons. We've simply got another half, the second half, to sort this out. It's a knockout game. City have been in plenty of knockout games and cup finals before. We know what we're doing. We've got experience. It's reminiscent of that Arsenal game. Once again, not learning lessons. Looking pretty poor. Clash of heads there, so it stops City on the counter-attack. Yeah, everyone seems to be going for Pep. Changing it up in the chat. Just tinkering when we've not needed to, in my opinion. So it's not been great. Not been great at all, really. The City have already got their substitutes warming up, which is good to see. Aouar is back on his feet. Fernandinho's back on his feet. Pep's having a word. May just be a simple case of getting in at half time, having our analysis, having a look at the game, where the game's been won and lost, and sorting it out for the second half. Lyon will just do the same. They'll be very happy with how it's going at this moment in time, so they'll just say more of the same. So it's up to City to up the game. It's up to City to make something happen, force the game, that moment of magic. Not had it as of yet. We've not even had a shot, I don't think. I'll have a look at the stats later, but it doesn't look like we've even had a shot. It's surely a free kick, and it is. On the edge of the penalty area on the left-hand side near the touchline, so it will be a cross-in. Bit rash that from Denayer, a bit unnecessary as well. And Lyon will be very disappointed if they concede off this set-piece, because it was a bit of a needless challenge, that, from Jason Denayer. But again, a chance here for City to put a ball into the box, test the Lyon defence and test the Lyon keeper, and maybe register our first effort on target. Satcher Simpson. Thank you very much for the... Just having some technical issues here. Laptop is completely blacked out. Alright, mate.
Still 1-0.
Yeah.
I'll text you in a bit.
Alright. Have a nice time. See you in a bit. Are we back? I think we're back. Sorry about that, everybody. My computer, not my internet this time, my computer just completely cut off, so I apologise for that. Satcher Simpson, thank you very much for the $1.99 donation. Much appreciated, supporting the Manchester City channel and JSGC channel once more. It is much appreciated by me. Manchester City have just, while I've been away, registered their first shot through Rodri. A decent effort on goal. Keeper parried it. I feel like the keeper could be targeted here a little bit. So maybe something for us to consider going into the second half, having more efforts on goal and just testing the Lyon defence and goalkeeper. We've still got a couple of minutes to go here before half time, so maybe a chance for us to make something happen. The City have got a corner, but yeah, I just want to apologise. My laptop had completely blacked out, so I just had to restart everything. So it's just taken me a couple of minutes to get everything back up and running for you guys to enjoy. But we're back now. City chance. De Bruyne can't get a ball across. Lyon will be thinking about the counter attack. Isn't a great ball. City snuff out the counter attack. If we can get a goal before half time, it could just change the whole complex of this game. It's always a good time to score. De Bruyne, can we get anything? They're so tight. They're just on you. 2-3 players around you whenever you get into the Lyon penalty area. De Bruyne has no choice there but to kick it against the player and get a corner. Chance here for City with less than a minute remaining of the half to maybe put in a quality ball. Might be the last chance of the first half because I don't think there'll be too long added on as De Bruyne puts a corner in. It's flicked on at the near post and miles over the bar. Lyon will be happy with that. And that was flicked on by Rodri. It's been a frustrating half. This really frustrating. City definitely not got this right. We've got the second half to put it right. I feel like if we concede again, that could be the end of our campaign in the Champions League. And it'll be a disappointing way to exit. I wanted to see a bit of progress. Gone out in the quarterfinals the last couple of seasons. I wanted to see us get to that semi-final. Make a bit of progress. Really show that fighting spirit. Show ourselves what we can do. We've got that big result against Real Madrid and then follow it up with a really nymph performance here against Lyon. Who are no mugs by any means. Definitely not. They're knocked out Juventus. They're a good quality side. We know this. We know this. Good ball in. Sterling chance. Good save from the keeper. Goes out for a corner. As a couple of minutes have been added on. City have got less than 90 seconds now of the first half to try and make anything happen. A good ball in from De Bruyne. Sterling definitely onside. Block from the defender in the end. Don't think it was going in. Excuse me. No, definitely don't think it was going in. Not sure if anyone was at the back post to read it and put it in the back of the net. But we get a corner instead. De Bruyne. Over everybody. City get a second bite at the cherry. Just about. As the ball's worked over to the right-hand side. It's cleared by Lyon only as far as, I think that was Gundogan in the middle. Less than a minute remaining here. Ball ping-pongs around a couple of Lyon attackers as there was a potential of them maybe intercepting the ball. They haven't. So City's got 40 seconds here to try and work the ball back into the box and make something happen as we've got it down the left-hand side. Can we create something? Not a great ball in. It is dealt with in the end by Lyon, who I would have thought would just clear their lines here. They do, but it is given away cheaply to Gundogan. Kyle Walker now. I think we're at a stage now with 20 seconds left. It's just put something into the box and see what happens. Last chance saloon this for City of the first half. Sterling tries to dummy his way into the box. He can't. Lyon come away with the ball and should clear. And it's out for a throw-in. And that takes us to half-time. So there we go. Half-time. It is Manchester City 0. Lyon 1. Yeah, this wasn't in the script. This isn't good from Manchester City. I feel like, quite simply, we've not got enough creativity in the team. And I'm hoping that the analysis that are working for City in the dressing room will be able to address the issues in the second half. Because at the moment, we're not creating enough to cause Lyon any problems. So I can't even put the blame towards the attackers and Sterling and Jesus because they've not had the service. So I think it's important we just go back to our normal game. Move De Bruyne back into a deeper role in midfield. Let him try and force things and make things happen. Get a bit more legs in the middle. And try and hurt Lyon. What I will say is that once Lyon had scored, they've come forward a couple of times. But we're actually... They're not doing too much once they'd scored. And Lyon will be happy to sit this at 1-0. So I'm having flashbacks to the game... I think it was on Wednesday evening, the PSG game, where it's just about perseverance, persistence and patience and waiting for them opportunities, because Atalanta, once they'd scored and gone ahead, went more and more negative, more and more defensive, inviting pressure on, and I feel like that's what's going to happen in the second half. Lyon, I feel like they need that second goal. I am having feelings of this Arsenal game in the semi-final of the FA Cup, and I am concerned right now, because this Lyon team are a very good defensive unit. They're a quality side, they're organised, and they know what they're doing. So I feel like City need a little bit more creativity, and I feel like width would be a good outlet for City in this game to try and make things happen. So, considering we're 1-0 down, in particular, I'd be thinking of potentially a Cancelo off and Mendy on for his balls into the box and his pace out wide. I'm thinking... possibly a Phil Foden possibly coming in, or a Mahrez out wide on the right wing, moving De Bruyne into the centre and taking off a central midfielder, and then potentially obviously seeing David Silva, Phil Foden as we go into the game, possibly a Bernardo Silva to try and make things happen. But yeah, I'd like to see in the chat, what would you do if you was in charge of Manchester City right now? This is not ideal, this is not what we were looking for. I think it's just important now that we regroup, compose ourselves and move ourselves forward. My opinion. Yeah, just have a read on Twitter. Sam Lee makes a very good point. City's improvements in the Champions League has come from everybody keeping close together, the good interplay, the good 1-2 passes between players, and making it really difficult for teams to work away with the ball and try and make things happen. And in this game, City have actually looked more spread out, and they're not linking up anywhere. And City are more just putting balls into the box, putting balls in behind, and looking for one-on-ones, which simply isn't working for such an organised unit like Lyon. It's all about midfield, all about midfield. I just don't think there's anything in midfield to create and have that little link right at the top of the midfield. Something David Silva's really good at, and that's something I would like to see. Get the ball in when you're passing it, players in and around, covering each other's space, and just get the ball into David Silva. Let David Silva pivot, let David Silva work the ball and let him find space. Just need that little bit more attacking integrity. We've not really got anything there to shout about. Looking at the stats, City's dominated possession, 68% possession compared with Lyon's 32%. City have had more corners, we've had more shots, 5 shots, 3 on target. All them came towards the end of the half. Lyon, 2 shots, 2 on target, 1 well saved by Ederson. Lyon come forward again, worked City's defensive weakness, their back line, and managed to come away with a goal. They've got Lyon, they're cruising in the game. They know what they're doing. They're doing what I said they were going to do, which is attacking numbers with pace, sit deeper, defend, organise, and create problems for Manchester City when City decide to come forward, which is exactly what's happening. My only surprise is that Lyon managed to dictate for 24 minutes inside the first half. The first 24 minutes, I felt like Lyon were a lot better of the teams. So lots of problems here for City to think about. And like I said, we haven't got what we normally have, which is a second leg to put this right. We've got 45 minutes to put this right. If we don't put it right in these next 45 minutes, we will be going out of the Champions League. And we've got a great opportunity this year. All that momentum that we took and confidence from that Real Madrid game in that half, I feel like it's just been sucked out of us. So what I will say is, if you want to be Champions League champions, when things are going tough, you need to show that resilience and that fight and that grit to never give up. You want to win the big trophies, that's what you need. We know it in the Premier League, you need to show that in abundance, and you need it in the Champions League as well. In that first half, we simply have not shown it, which is really disappointing. I'm disappointed. Yeah, agree with someone that's posted on my Twitter. Too slow from City. Passes too slow, bit pedestrian. City sitting back. More than happy for Lyon to sit back. We're not really creating anything. We've got a midfield with Fernandinho, Gundogan and Rodri. It's not suiting. There's not enough creativity there. Lyon are sitting deeper. We need more. There's nothing from City here. It's a nice big pitch, it seems, this Sporting Lisbon pitch. We should have been doing our homework from that game with Atletico Madrid against Leipzig. So we know this. So pressing's very key in creating space. And so link-up play, very important. And City just not linking up very well, it seems. Slower than last game, certainly. I agree there. Young. Never doubted Lyon are a good side. Brandon, no doubt about it whatsoever. Very good side. Pep has got this wrong. I feel like there's a couple of substitutions you could make. I'd probably be looking... I'm not sure this game suits Rodri, Fernandinho or Gundogan. I'd be tempted to drop... Kevin De Bruyne deeper into that defensive midfield role and then work on it from there and get a bit more creativity in that midfield. The midfield, that's where the game's going to be won and lost. Oh, there's opportunities for City to score, no doubt. We do need to be clinical in the second half. There will be opportunities to score. They keep showing the replay of that goal. It's not a good goal to have conceded. It's just not brilliant. I don't know. There's lots. It's not even like there's just a little bit of tinkering that needs. Well, with that Tottenham game, City were nice and attacking. This is very reminiscent of that first leg. Once City had missed a penalty, City were not really getting involved. City allowing teams to get on top of us. City allowing them to dictate of what's happening. Does remind me of the semi-final against Arsenal. I'm disappointed because I just feel like we're not learning our lesson. That's what I'm disappointed with. You would think it's a Premier League game. Literally the whole season is on this game. Oh. Houssem Aouar's a quality player. He knows City is scouting him. He knows. Yeah, what's disappointing is that FA Cup game, I felt like City's priority was the Champions League, and so we didn't really look bothered. And we don't really look bothered again. goes back to that needing a bit of passion and leadership on the pitch. Seems to be lacking it a little bit. Players to really notice the problems and get hold of the game by the scruff of the neck. What happens over time? The players like Zabaletta's and the companies that were and Joe Hart, the boisterous players, the players that were really animated and involved, kind of lost them, and lost them in the dressing room as well. Well, the one thing I'll say about if Lyon do go through against Bayern Munich game's all about pressing, so they're going to struggle to press this Lyon side. They're just going to come forward with quick attackers. And so if Lyon can be as organised as what they have been in this first half, then Bayern Munich may struggle to get their natural game involved. Now, one thing City are meant to be very good at is scoring goals, attacking, and making things happen. And we've not really shown that in this game. And it ain't the first time this season that we have done that either, that we've not shown what we're truly capable of. And that's why I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that we've changed how we play. We've still got a half to sort it out. We'll remain positive. We've still got the second half to sort this out. Not going to be easy. Oh yeah, that's a good point. This could well be David Silva's last ever game for Manchester City. I don't think it's time for Pep to leave. I think Pep's a tremendous manager. He's always learning. He recognises that as well. I just wish we wouldn't change our game. Right, we've got the players coming back out very shortly for the start of the second half. A big half here, a big push needed by Manchester City. You don't need me to tell you that. We've got 45 minutes to save our season. David Silva, it could be his last game for Manchester City. I don't think this is the way he deserves to bow out. So we've got 45 minutes to sort this out. Manchester City are already out for the second half. So I presume they've been given a rollicking at half time. Lyon come out for the start of the second half. Doesn't look like City's made any substitutions, which is a bit disappointing to see. City are in position now, ready for the start of the second half, and we have start for the second half. No subs. Interesting. What's everyone's thoughts? Let me know. It's 138 likes, which is crazy. Already well towards 150. Let's see if we can get to 200 by the end of the stream. That would be brilliant. So up to 142. Wondering what lesson City have learnt at half-time, what's been said at half-time. I'd like to have been a fly on the wall in the dressing room at half-time. Bring you some exclusives after what's been said and what's happening. Other than, do better. There's a good ball over the top from Lyon. Puts early test on for Aymeric Laporte. And disappointingly rolls off him for a cheap corner for Lyon to potentially put City's backline under pressure in the first minute of the second half. Like I said, it's important. We cannot afford to concede again. So that was disappointing. As the ball comes in, doesn't really beat the first man. It doesn't. City managed to clear their line, so City don't concede off that cheap corner given away. Man, it ain't good, is it? Bit of a poor throw that from Lyon. Like it slipped out of his hands. As a foul throw being given. Yeah, foul throw is being given, so Manchester City come away with a throw-in instead. So that eases all the pressure of us off after that cheap corner given away. So City got a chance here to build up from the back and try and test Lyon in other ways. So it looks like Raheem Sterling's gone out on the right-hand side at the moment. And Jesus is drifting towards the left-hand side. And De Bruyne's kind of in the middle, which is interesting. More of that false down that we were speaking about before the game, as Fernandinho works the ball to Kyle Walker now on the right-hand side. Not a lot of movement from City, if I'm honest. Not really too much happening. I mean, could have threaded a pass through twice there, Cancelo to De Bruyne. He chooses not to. Drifts in on the right, onto his right foot, onto his left, and Denayer clears the ball, and it's gone out for a Lyon. I'm not sure how that's gone out for a Lyon throw. Didn't look like it took a deflection off Cancelo, if I'm honest. Have a look at it from this replay here. No, definitely didn't take a touch off Cancelo. It should have been a City throw. So how long do we give it then before a sub is made by City and we start doing something a bit different? Because first 4 minutes and it's still clear to me that it's not really working at the moment as De Bruyne goes down and City are given a free kick. City choose to pass it quickly rather than put a ball into possibly into a dangerous area. So we're working it down the opposite flank on the right hand side. Sterling trying to connect with Walker, doesn't manage to. Goes out for a throw into City here. You know what, I'm going to get my microphone, we'll have a bit of commentary. Normally something livens up and something happens when I do this. So fingers crossed it'll be an opportunity this for Manchester City. City got their very high line pressed up against Lyon to try and put them under pressure. City work it on their right hand side through Walker, goes central. decides to turn and go back out wide to Raheem Sterling. Sterling threads it through to De Bruyne, who heels it straight into the path of the Lyon goalkeeper Lopez, who picks the ball up, and Lyon can regather themselves. Nearly on 150 likes, we're up to 146, which is crazy. As Lopez goes long from Lyon, the second ball is won by Manchester City, but a free kick is given with a challenge from Aymeric Garcia, who looks a bit puddled as to why a free kick has been given against him for a challenge on Memphis Depay. More than likely because it's got his arms around Memphis Depay and carries on keeping his arms around him before Memphis Depay then chucks himself to the ground. A needless free kick to give away that, in my opinion, from Aymeric Garcia. And it's a chance here for Lyon to, might be a little bit far out from goal to have an effort. It looks like they are going to have a shot, but we're looking at about nearly 40 yards. Depay is going to have a shot straight into the Manchester City wall. It didn't ever look like it was ever going to go in. It doesn't, as Raheem Sterling manages to control the ball and try and bring the ball away for City. He doesn't manage to do that. Goes out for a throw in here to Lyon. City pressing a little bit more here, trying to force the mistake. We managed to win the ball back, but Lyon right over that, and they press Manchester City right back into a mistake. And this is the problem that we're having. Lyon are getting men around the ball, 2 or 3 players around the ball at all times, and it's not allowing City to play their game. So it's forcing City longer. It's forcing City... well, it just doesn't look natural, so it's forcing City to not be too great. As City choose to take their free kick early, it's intercepted by Lyon, but the referee's not having any of it and pulls it all back after Gabriel Jesus is climbed on by the Lyon defender. So Manchester City do have the free kick. Laporte threads a pass through to Jesus. A chance here for City to put a ball into the box. It isn't a good ball into the box. It should be reclaimed on the right-hand side by Walker, and is. First time ball into the box isn't great, but Lyon defender, not too sure what's behind him, sensibly chooses to put the ball behind for a corner to Manchester City. Bit of a cheap corner this for City to win, so a chance for us to put something, a quality ball into the box to try and work the Lyon defence once more. Kevin De Bruyne standing over the corner. Chance for him to try and work something. It's not a great ball in, and Lyon once more, under no pressure whatsoever, choose to put the ball out for another corner. Not taking any chances here, Lyon. Seem more than happy with their defensive work, that they're happy to give away needless corners and free kicks. They're backing themselves that they can defend them properly and clear their lines, as De Bruyne has had to run over to the opposite side, the Manchester City right hand side from the left, to put in the next corner. Again, not a very good corner, and it is cleared by Lyon. Manchester City will mop up the loose ball and will work it down the right hand side. Good bit of work to play this. Kyle Walker can't win the ball. He's judged to have pulled down the Lyon defender, and Fernandinho, and it's a free kick given to Lyon. It's Cornet that's gone down. Nothing seems to be happening. I would say now is a perfect time for Manchester City to be making their substitutions, in my opinion. Up to 150 likes, so thank you everyone, much appreciated. As Manchester City, I said it's a good time for us to be making a substitution. The first player that's going to be coming on is Riyad Mahrez. Lots of people have been calling for Mahrez to come on, so it'll be interesting to see who he comes on for. I imagine it'll be one of the midfielders, so it'll be one of Fernandinho, Ilkay Gundogan or Rodri. I think Fernandinho is on a yellow card, so it would probably make sense to take him off. The last thing we need is a red card at this stage of the game to make things just that little bit more difficult for us. So we've got Mahrez set to come on. In the meantime, just before he does, can City maybe work something as Lyon clear their lines high up? Laporte lets it bounce dangerously. City win the second ball there and can gather their composure to bring the ball away. Always dangerous when you're going to let the ball bounce. Always dangerous. As City look sloppy, they look poor. You wouldn't think this is a Champions League quarter-final. One leg, winner goes through with a great opportunity to possibly win the Champions League. You wouldn't think that City are 1-0 behind and there's, 35 minutes remaining. There we go. Another poor ball in. Sterling can't win the loose ball. City press the mistake, force the mistake and get the mistake. Good bit of pressing that from City. The City win the ball high up, so we've got the ball now in the Lyon half. We've got it centrally. City will work this out wide. Cancelo gets a chance to maybe put a ball into the box. He drills it across and Manchester City pick up a corner. And in my opinion now a good chance to put Riyad Mahrez onto the pitch. I'd like to see Mendy playing. Yep, it's going to be Fernandinho coming off and Riyad Mahrez coming on. So he's on the yellow card. Not wanting to pick up a red card. It's going to make life a lot more difficult for us. So we've got Riyad Mahrez coming on instead. Should move De Bruyne now into midfield. Mahrez will go on to the right-hand side. He likes to have shots and make things happen. As De Bruyne takes the captain's armband, puts a ball into the box. It is cleared by Lyon. Lyon defending very well. Pick up a nice cheap free kick. I think that from Raheem Sterling. And Lyon can now just breathe a sigh of relief. Cornet there, once again, not only picking up the goals, but picking up the free kicks and just frustrating Manchester City more and more. Man. Come on, City. Make something happen. Good work that, I think, from Mahrez. It's taking him out. Another free kick. A yellow card. Is a yellow card. I think for Rodri this time. It's just not working. Not working in the middle at all. Lackluster. Need a Foden or a Silva on, in my opinion. Either Silva, Bernardo or David. Needless challenge that from Rodri. Doesn't look like there's much contact in it, but it's a very cynical challenge. Pep looks frustrated on the touchline. As Lopez goes long for Lyon, it should be cut out by City and is, and it goes out for a City throw as well. She's good. Stops that little danger from Lyon. Been well drilled, Lyon. Look like a good team, an organised team. Put their opportunity away as well. It's quite clear what they've come here for. But it doesn't surprise me. I said it in the build-up. We knew this would come in. So just good tackle that from Walker. Surely a free kick to City, and it is. We've got 32 minutes to sort this out. Anything but good at the moment, isn't it? Anything but good. Like I said, it might just be one of them like PSG, just perseverance, staying in the game. Lyon will drop off as the game goes on. City goes down and wins a free kick. Lyon not too happy. I think they're appealing for a handball from a challenge from Marcelo. It's a chance here for City to maybe work the ball. I'm not sure if we'll go for a shot. We're about 30-35 yards away from goal. I mean, I have seen De Bruyne put balls into the back of the net from here. I'd describe this as an up and over Leroy Sané range. Of course, he's joined Bayern Munich. He can't play for them, but he's training with them, so we haven't got him available. So instead, it looks like it's going to be De Bruyne taking this free kick. A chance here, though, to work the keeper, and I said I'd like to see more shots at him. He favours punching rather than catching. So, if get this on target, anything can happen. Let's see what happens here. Kevin De Bruyne stood over the ball. Mahrez as well. Lyon did have a player behind the wall in case he decides to go on the ground. He's going to go up and over, gets a shot in. The keeper spilled it. He went for that, what I said, that punch, that weird punch. Once again, we need more shots at this keeper, in my opinion. Definitely need more shots at him. There's a free kick given to Lyon there. I think that's a bit of a weak one, if I'm honest. Testing one for the goalkeeper. Nothing I wouldn't expect him to save, if I'm honest, but good to just warm his hands up, get him tested. Need more shots at him. It's better, though. Need more shots at him. Here we go. City working it on the right-hand side. Surely we can get it under control before it goes out. We can. Mahrez drifting onto his right foot. Wants it onto his left. Just twisting and turning. Needing a bit of support. Not really got it. Tries to put a ball in on his left foot. The Lyon defender sticks with him, and so it rebounds and goes all the way back to City on the halfway line. Come on, boys. We can do this. We can do this. It's got to keep going. 85% pass accuracy from Manchester City. 85%. Normally looking for it to be around 90. City's had just under 400 passes so far. De Bruyne, can he get a ball across? He can. It's not a great ball in, if I'm honest. And Lyon will be happy with that. We've got 29 minutes remaining. 29 minutes left of our season. We need to be doing better than this. Needs to be better. Just need to really go at Lyon here. And don't be scared to overcommit. We may as well lose 2-0 if we're going to lose 1-0. We've got 29 minutes here. We need to find a goal. What point do you twist? What point do we twist? I'd say go now. 5-minute spell. Go now. Put Lyon under pressure. Try and crack them. Lyon look happy. They're not threading through their passes. They look happy right now with what it is. 1-0 to them, defending deeper like Atalanta against PSG. So I would say 5 minutes now, put them under pressure. Just push that back line forward just a little bit more. Put them under pressure. Free kick's going to be given there, surely, against Walker, yeah. Lyon very happy to pick up free kicks, cheap free kicks. And that is a cheap free kick. Is that Cornet again? Been everywhere on this pitch. I always had a good game, and Cornet certainly right up there for one of the man of the matches. Last of the quarter-final games, we've seen PSG eventually come back, saving it very late on against Atalanta to win 2-1. They set up a date on Tuesday with Leipzig, who won 2-1 against Atletico Madrid. And then yesterday, of course, as a shot comes in, testing Ederson with a shot from around 40 yards there, Lyon, which is straight at Ederson. Very comfortable, if I must say. And then, of course, we saw Bayern Munich beat Barcelona 8-2 yesterday to set up a date of the winner of this game on Wednesday evening. Currently, that will be Lyon. Manchester City's got less than 27 minutes to make something happen, to find that goal. And get us back involved in this tie. Because at the moment, we are going out. We haven't got the luxury of a second leg. It's got to be today. It's got to be now. De Bruyne. Player has gone down. Referee holds a good advantage. Gives a free kick. Dangerous area. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Perfect range. Kevin De Bruyne range now. About 22 yards out. It's going to be a yellow card for the player as well. Cynical challenge. Oh, God, I can't watch. Come on. It's got to be good. As Marcelo was given a yellow card for a challenge in the build-up. I think it was on Jesus. It's a nasty one, that. As De Bruyne picked up the pieces, trying to find some kind of advantage. Tried to get a shot away, it was blocked, so the referee decides to pull it back and give Manchester City the free kick, with an opportunity here perhaps for De Bruyne to get it up and over. again. Might go under the wall, might go straight at the keeper here. This is an opportunity. They have got a player behind the wall in case De Bruyne decides to go low. So I think Mahrez is making De Bruyne aware that there is a player behind the wall that's got his legs down in case De Bruyne decides to go under the wall. So the players are going to jump. City instead moving players to the left-hand side of the wall as De Bruyne goes in. And it's over the bar. It's not a good effort. Straight over the bar, high and wide. Disappointing from Kevin De Bruyne. Someone of De Bruyne's quality, you'd expect a little bit better. But Lyon sitting off Manchester City now. Having pot shots from 40 yards out. They're not really linking up. Sitting a little bit deeper. Inviting pressure and inviting City to create opportunities. It's going to be a long 25 minutes if they continue doing this. I will say it right now. Lyon need that second goal. City need to up their game. I'd say now is a good time to go. Like I said, just 5 minutes, all energy, go at them. Make something happen. Come on. Surely a free kick there for City. It is. Just on the edge of our own area. Of our own half. As Lyon are preparing to bring on a substitution of their own. Where does City go next? David Silva, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden. It's got to be somewhere in attack. City slowly but surely getting more and more midfielders involved in the game. We need to find a way of creating some opportunities. I'd probably go with David Silva. People were concerned over pace. I'd say the pace is now out of the game. I think it's a good time to get David Silva in, trying to make something happen in the middle of that pitch. City ping a ball in. Not a great ball. That is going to roll out for a goal kick. I'd be tempted now to, like I said, be taking off either a Gundogan or a Rodri. The time for a defensive midfielder in that holding position isn't really there, and so now is a good time to be bringing on a more creative player, a Phil Foden or one of the Silvers is what I'd be doing. Potentially two of them and taking off both Rodri and Gundogan. At the risk of Lyon potentially hitting us on the counter-attack and scoring a second goal, I'd say now's a good time to go. I mean, we've got, 22 minutes or so remaining. Kyle Walker in the foot race, wins the foot race, played back to Ederson. 22 minutes left of our season as it remains. We are in bother here. De Bruyne. Is he going to have a shot? It's well blocked by Denier. Lyon pick up the pieces. Cheaply given away to Kyle Walker, who just calmly works it back to Aymeric Garcia. I tell you what, I sense an opportunity. So the microphone is here to commentate. As City bring the ball forward. City want a free kick, it isn't given. Lyon hold the ball, don't bring him down. That's it, sandwich him out and win the ball back. That's solid from City. Much better pressing. As City just about get away with bringing the ball away there. Just enough power on that pass to take it beyond the attacker of Lyon, and City can bring the ball away for hopefully another wave for Manchester City's attacks. I'd like to see another substitution made. City drop deeper, working the ball. It's a good ball. Raheem Sterling twists. De Bruyne, yes! There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the equaliser for Manchester City. Yes! Right place at the right time. It's Kevin De Bruyne. It's relief more than anything. It's a great ball by Jesus to Raheem Sterling. He holds the ball up. Squares it across, and De Bruyne on his right foot puts it into the back of the net, ladies and gentlemen. Get in! needed that. We needed that. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. I said it's relief more than anything. It nearly had me in tears, that. Nearly had me in tears. I said I was sensing an opportunity. It's 1-1 here. Most vulnerable when you first score. Lyon's picked up a free kick. Let's just calm it down. Just calm it down. Oh man, Satcher Simpson, £5 donation, legend. Thank you very much, much appreciated. Supporting the JSGC channel. Shout out to you, salute to you, you absolute legend. Thank you so much, much appreciated. 156 likes. See if we can get up to what? Chance here for Lyon. He's gone down. Don't do it, ref. They want a penalty. It's not being given. He's fuming. Referee says, no. VAR will have a look. He's told the players to stop playing. No, we can't. No way. I think VAR's completed their check. City are playing on. Perhaps goes down a little bit too easy there, maybe. I don't know, my heart's in my mouth. Anyway, Guimaraes has gone off and Mendes has come on for Lyon. In the meantime, City come away on the left-hand side and it goes out for a corner. So Walker, it's weak. Get up. It's a little touch at pace. Chucks himself to the ground. Touch is a little bit heavy from Cornet there. Not a penalty, in my opinion. Not a penalty. City have got a corner here. Chance for us to maybe go ahead. Good ball in. Dealt with well by Lyon. We've got 18 minutes remaining here. Just need to be careful just to keep Lyon quiet. Get through this little spell of 5 minutes or so. Good ball here. Good ball. Ederson surely going to put that out. Yeah. He's not even going to put it out. Just giving a good pump up field. Good ball because City's won the second ball. De Bruyne now. Defence into attack just like that. It's great having distribution like Ederson. The City work it well now. We're down on the left-hand side. Can we get a shot away? We can! Oh, that's a good effort. It's a good save from the keeper. Puts it out for a corner. City making things happen. Good work that from Gabriel Jesus. Tense. This is tense. De Bruyne, chance again. Put something quality into the box. Goes short. Not offside, so a ball goes in and the keeper collects. Now, counter-attack. Calm it down, calm it down. Oh, like Pep was shouting, foul, foul, bring him down, bring him down. Oh, no. Ederson. Oh, yeah, with the header there. Looking more and more dangerous on the counter now, Lyon. 100%. I said it's these are very important 5 or 10 minutes for City. If we can just get through this without conceding, I'm confident for the last 5 or 10 minutes Lyon will sit deeper because they'll be happy to take this to extra time. I don't think my heart can do extra time. I said I was happy like extra time. I'm not. I don't want extra time. My heart can't do extra time. It certainly can't do penalties. Or we're having a cardiac arrest and people will have to call an ambulance. We don't want that. Not this evening. Today is not the day I go. Oh, I can't watch. We ought to bring it on a sub. We ought to bring it on. Who they bring it on? I don't know much about Lynn. I don't know who that is that they're bringing on. So it's Tete coming on for Dubois, who I think is on a yellow card. So obviously fearing, don't want him sending off. I think they're bringing on another substitution, so it's going to be their third sub. I think you're allowed 5 in the Champions League, as Aouar is going to be captaining, and it is the pace of Memphis Depay. So we've seen Depay off from this game. He comes off. It has, to be fair, been Cornet that's been causing us problems, and they are bringing on the quick Moussa Dembele, former Celtic striker, who has caused us problems previously in the Champions League in the group stage when he was playing for Celtic. So we have seen off one danger man in Depay, but off goes one, on comes another in the form of Dembele. We've got 15 minutes there or thereabouts of this game. finely poised, 1 apiece. Manchester City 1, Lyon 1. Good tackle that from City, win the ball back nice and cleanly. Potential of a counter-attack. It's a good pass from De Bruyne, and it's good work from Sterling into Jesus. Tries to look for the far post, can't quite get it there. Gets a second bite at the cherry, and it's well gathered up, actually, from Lyon, and they clear the lines out. Kevin De Bruyne is not happy about something. Pep's not happy about something. He's telling him to stop playing, stop playing, stop playing. Referee's saying, get on with the game. Not sure what they're happy about. I think they might be appealing for a handball, but it's VAR's job while the play's going on to have a look at it and complete their check so we're not wasting time. So I'm not too sure why Pep was doing that, but he certainly wants VAR to have a look. So I imagine as the play goes on, VAR are having a look as City put the ball out. Referee's happy for play to continue and gives a throw into Lyon as we see a highlight. So Jesus goes for a shot for the far post. It's blocked. Definitely no handball in the block. Was it on the when getting up that he was having a look at? De Bruyne wasn't happy about something. It was De Bruyne appealing, not Jesus. So I'm wondering if it's the leftovers after that. The afters. Don't know. Great control. Goes for a goal there from Jesus. Wide. Sure, that weren't City's handball appeal. It didn't even look like handball. It is thigh. Lyon working the ball nicely. City pressing, trying to get the mistake. De Bruyne couldn't quite get the ball. Great ball in from Lyon. It's dealt with though well by Kyle Walker. As City now come away with the ball, there's a chance here. Raheem Sterling. Is there a pass on for him? Is there anything? Go on your left foot. Go on to your left foot. Goes for the back post. Chance! There's a chance. Just slipped at the crucial moment there, Jesus. That was an opportunity. Oh, that's a good ball in from Raheem Sterling. He's just at the crucial time just loses his footing when he wanted to put his laces through it. Pep knows that was a big opportunity. 13 more minutes remaining here, ladies and gentlemen, for both sides to potentially find a winner. If it stays at 1-1 at the full-time whistle, we go to extra time. 30 more minutes. I want... Keep working, keep creating opportunities. There's another goal in this game yet, in my opinion, in these 90 minutes. Keep going. It's exactly why Lyon have brought on Dembele, extra bit of pace. I repeat what I said though. 8 more minutes, get to the 85th minute. I think Lyon by the 85th will just sit deeper. They'll be happy for this to go to extra time. They'll just wait for a mistake for City to make a mistake, try and spring on it as players brought down. It's not being given. And it's gone into the back of the net. It's 2-1 Lyon. A free kick hasn't been given. I'm not sure why. Referee's doing something with his eyes. Pep's fuming. We're back to square one. VAR is having a look. Lyon did the right thing and just putting the ball in the back of the net. City caught high up. So it's pinged around. Possibly offside. Possibly a foul in the build-up. So 2 things we're having a look at here. So 2 things are being looked at here. As Laporte felt like he'd been pulled down. Possibly offside. Possibly a foul in the build-up. There is a goal check. So this goal hasn't been awarded yet. Lyon look happy. Kevin De Bruyne's having something explained to him. Rodri's not happy. De Bruyne is telling the players to step away. Perhaps the referee's going to go and have a look. I think the goal's been given. It's 2-1 to Lyon. The goal has been given. City back to square one. We're on the verge of going out. Oh, God. Just like that. 2-1. We're in trouble. Big, big trouble. I personally felt like there'd been a foul in the build-up and potentially offside here, as Lyon's got a chance here to make it 3. It's well defended by City, goes out for a corner. Just need to compose themselves. I definitely, 100% I think, a foul in the build-up. Ederson will be disappointed that the ball went into the back of the net, considering he gets a good foot onto it, and it's gone into the back of the net. I want to look at the offside again as well. I've not got commentary on to have a listen to what they're saying, as it's Dembele that's put the ball in the back of the net, so a super sub for Lyon. Good grief. Maybe UEFA just doing everything they can to ensure that Manchester City go out after what's happened with Cass and everything. We're in huge trouble. Lyon's got that second goal. We're in big, big, big bother now. We've got 9 minutes to try and get this into extra time. We need to get that goal. Don't give up. Can still do it. 9 minutes, plenty of time, plenty of opportunities. I think it's about time we start getting some subs. Just get all the attacking players on. Put this Lyon team under pressure. Get something created and get things going. So frustrating, this. Really frustrating. Poor ball. Poor. Really poor. High line again exposed from City. Ederson sweeps up the danger and just works it back out for City to try and launch another wave. Less than 8 minutes to go here. City need a goal again. We've just been too leaky at the back. We've just been really poor at the back. Surely a free kick to City. And look at the referee and everything, but end of the day, it was a bit weak with the defending there. Very obvious what they want to do and hurt us on the counter-attack. And I'm sick of teams sitting deeper and just hitting us on the counter-attack. It's been all too easy. It's been our Achilles heel in the Premier League. It's why Liverpool's finished so many points clear of us. And ultimately, it may come back to sting us in the Champions League as well. This is why this is exactly why I said I wanted Juventus in the next round. Juventus are a class team. They might have been a bit defensive, but they'd been working the ball, and I feel like with Juventus, it'd have been a 50-50 game, and so it'd have forced City to raise their game, just like it forced us against Real Madrid to raise our game and force it. Just watching the replay of that goal again, it's so disappointing. You're definitely looking at free kick in the build-up, and you're looking at a potential offside. I'm not too sure if the player who's offside does touch the ball. It just goes straight through to Dembele. Pep looks very confused. Lyon definitely did the right thing in putting the ball in the back of the net. End of the day, I think City's just got it wrong in terms of tactics. So David Silva's now come on for Rodri. We've still got a few more subs, and get them on. Get the Fodens and the Bernardo Silvas on, in my opinion. Now start taking off some of the more holding players. So Gundogan that's on, and maybe even one of the defenders. Last chance saloon. We've got 6 minutes left. We need a goal. We need to make something happen. Tell you what, stays like this, we're in for a really disappointing season. No progress made in the Champions League. Lost our Premier League trophy and just retained the Carabao Cup and went out disappointed in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Not a great ball from De Bruyne, collected easy by Lopez. I was really hoping to do a video tomorrow on how can Man City beat Bayern Munich, but at the moment it looks like it's going to be a video on what went wrong for Man City against Lyon. So we've got less than 5. Imagine there'll be a few minutes added on. David Silva's potentially last time in the Manchester City kit. He is on the pitch now for City. Like I said, I'd like to see Bernardo and I'd like to see Phil Foden on the ball. Come on, second balls, win them, that's it. Chance. Squared across, surely. He's missed. How's Raheem Sterling missed? Oh my God, that is... Oh no. Raheem. That was it. We're going out. We're going out, ladies and gentlemen. We're going out. That was it. Raheem. How has he put it over from there? The ball's squared across. Tapping. Misses. Chance here for Lyon to kill the game. Good save from Ederson. Rebound. Back of the net. 3-1. Peeling for offside. Lyon are celebrating. End of the game. Manchester City are going out. Fantastic. Disaster class, this. Once again, high line exploited, not strong enough in the areas. Certainly not offside, and it's 3-1. There we go. Out we go. Really poor on the night. Tactics all wrong. Been outclassed, outfought. Lyon have been, in some areas, by far the better team. And City's just been picked off and been exploited. And I think serious questions have to be asked of why this has happened. Why City have lost 9 games in the Premier League this season. Why we're exiting the Champions League against Lyon after knocking out Real Madrid in the last round. It's the luxuries of the 90 minutes. And it's just the swings and roundabouts that come with being a Manchester City fan as the friction relationships with the Champions League continue. City have been put to the sword. We're going out of the Champions League now. A great opportunity this to have got to the semi-finals. I'd have been happy with getting to the semi-finals. I can cope with being knocked out against Bayern Munich because they're a fantastic team playing really well and would have made a bit of progress, and I'd have been happy with that. As long as we put in a good performance against Bayern Munich and it wasn't humiliating. But as it is, instead, City had a great chance to equalise to make it 2-2. Raheem Sterling puts it over the bar, and once again, quarter-final stage, City are getting put out the Champions League. So it's been Liverpool 2 seasons ago, Tottenham Hotspur last season, and then Lyon this season. I'm disappointed. I'm really, really disappointed. I'm disappointed with the tactics that we've played here. I'm disappointed with the team selection. The grit and fight, it just didn't look right. It looks right for Lyon. Everything's played in the hands for them. Maybe at the end of the day, it's a little bit like the Barcelona yesterday, where why did they lose 8-2? Well, maybe it's just a simple matter of Barcelona aren't good enough, and maybe we have to face up to a reality that Manchester City aren't good enough. Maybe that's where things lie, and maybe it's up to Manchester City to sort that out and look at the problems and identify areas. Obviously, looking at a top-class centre-back isn't just signing a centre-back isn't going to sort these problems out. I feel like there's a little bit of a learning curve for the team, a learning curve for the manager to try and make things happen. Anyway, we're entering into the 90th minute now, so unless City can get a goal in the next minute or so, It's going to be curtains for us in the Champions League this year. Is what it is. I will say now, I've always believed that City could do something. I was with Bayern Munich. I mean, it'd have taken a world-class performance to have knocked Bayern Munich out. I think Bayern Munich will have a difficult game against this Lyon side. I'm not saying I think Lyon are going to knock them out, because I think that Bayern Munich are an exceptional side and it's going to take something really, really special to beat them. And judging off the performance today, that it wouldn't be Manchester City that would be that team to do that. So it is what it is. Epic Lad, thank you very much for the $1.99 donation. Much appreciated. Appreciate your support. He's absolutely gobsmacked. We always screw ourselves. Yeah, it always feels like it. Every time City lose, I always feel like it's come down to something we haven't done ourselves. We know how good we can be. We've shown it against Real Madrid and we haven't shown it here. Inconsistencies. I think it's been the story of our season. Inconsistencies. Anyway, we're into 5 minutes added on. We've got 4.5 minutes left of the game. City need a goal. They need it now. Need to do some what PSG did, 2 goals in 3 minutes or so. So we need to score now. As a good ball comes in, it is on the edge of the area. Mahrez tries to trick his way into the box. It doesn't, and Lyon clear. It is going to be mopped up though by Manchester City. So what we've got getting here is it's potentially the last time we may not even see Nicolas Otamendi on the pitch. So we might not see him again in a City shirt. John Stones, it might be the last time we see him in and around the City squad. Zinchenko also on the bench as well. It might be the same for him. But most certainly it is going to be the last time we see David Silva. So David Silva is going to bow out on his time at Manchester City, exiting at the quarter-final stage of the Champions League in a disappointing defeat against Lyon. Frustrating. Lots of lessons to learn. Like I said, like if it wasn't Lyon, and this is like Bayern Munich or Barcelona, people you'd forgive, but because it's Lyon, people have taken it as a formality. But Lyon are a hard-working team. They remind me of a typical Premier League team. They've got pace up front, and they've got grit in the midfield, and they're difficult to break down at the back. And it's everything that City have struggled against in the Premier League. I was hoping that City could learn their lessons and take the confidence forward, what we picked up against Real Madrid, and take that into this game. But it hasn't happened, and so I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed, considering we'd worked really hard to get that equaliser as well. I felt like we could just turn that momentum. I did say first 5 minutes, just try and keep Lyon as quiet as possible, tire them back out and just force them back, and we never did that. It's the same with Barcelona. Every time they got back in towards the game with Bayern Munich, they just couldn't find that little turn of momentum to get them under pressure and force the game. Even when they got it back to 1-1, they couldn't find time to do it. And it's City the same here. Just it's not right. It's not quite there. Team selection wrong from Pep today. I feel like that's why this has happened. Not the right team, not the right formation. Tinkering a little bit too much. Midfield a bit too negative for what was on offer. Ultimately, this is where we are. This needs to go in though. We've got 2 minutes remaining. You can get 2 shots away in 2 minutes. Both of them need to go. City got a free kick here, so De Bruyne needs to come up with something special. Try and put it in the back of the net. If this doesn't go in, then it's almost certain, definitely, that Manchester City are going out of the Champions League. So De Bruyne, and it's tipped over the bar by the goalkeeper, and that should be that. Lyon all celebrating. They know how big that is. So there we go. Corner comes in. City rise up high, and it goes wide, and that will be that. So there we go. We're exiting out the Champions League. We're going out. Disappointing. Really, really disappointing from Manchester City tonight. Not a bad effort from Kyle Walker at the back post. Need to be addressing our problems in the transfer market. I know I've said it a few times, City aren't targeting a central midfielder. Well, perhaps we should be having a look at some central midfielders, because I feel like just today they weren't really there. Excuse me. I don't often question. I always say City's main asset is our midfield, and I just didn't think our midfields had enough about it today. I think Lyon's got everything right that they've done today, and City haven't. They've got very little right, and that's why Lyon are going through, and congratulations to them. They've worked hard, they've played well. Chance here for City to make it 3-2. Get a consolation goal at the end. Sterling, it goes wide. Looks like it's gone out for a corner. Doesn't really going to matter though, because that's going to be that. Obviously City can moan about the second goal potentially being a foul in the build-up and maybe an offside as well. At the end of the day though, not being good enough. Corner comes in, Lopez collects it, and that is the final whistle. So, just wanted to say, congratulations to Lyon on making it through to the semi-final. They're all hugging the referee, which pretty much summarised how the performance of the referee has been. City players look devastated, and as they should. I know it means a lot to them. It's important now that we go away from this season and we evaluate and reflect on the season as a whole, and we come back stronger next season and show just what we're capable of. I know the players are going to be devastated, and they know it's a great opportunity missed by us. Obviously, it's the luxuries of what you have when you've got a 90-minute match. It's the same for all the teams. It happens. It is what it is. Lyon are having their moment. City look pretty devastated. I'm pretty devastated right now. Obviously, I wanted City to do really well and show some progress. Jesus looks extremely disappointed. Not really anything I could say. I wouldn't like to be in the dressing room this evening. One thing I will say is I feel like one thing we really lack is leadership on the pitch. That I know it's not that important, but when you win, you celebrate and you're gracious in victory, and I think it's important that when you're defeated, that you're gracious in defeat, and you have a way of being able to pick yourself up. And it was what I was mentioning just before in the stream, the Zabalettas, the Joe Harts, the Vincent Kompanies that have left Manchester City, the players that have been here for a long, long time, they have them leadership qualities. They have a way of words and picking up the players in these difficult moments. And you mark my words, this defeat this evening is the most difficult defeat that we have had this season. It's hard to take on the chin. As City fans, you know that you're going to be getting it from all angles, from lots of different fans, and you're wondering, how do I respond? How do I feel? And I say it's important actually just to take yourself away from that and actually evaluate and reflect, not just on this game, but on the whole season, and learn our lessons. Because what's happened in this game is actually what happened against Arsenal. It's what happened against Manchester United in the Premier League at home and away. It's what happened in the Premier League for Manchester City in the Carabao Cup semi-final in that second leg, as well against Manchester United. Lots of lessons to be learned. And what happened in them games is the teams sit deeper. And what Manchester City need to work on is when teams are sitting deeper. So today, I think they scored after 24 minutes, I think it was, Lyon. That in them first 24 minutes, I was saying it was like a first round of the boxing match. City were just getting a feeling for the game. And what City should have been doing in them first 10-15 minutes, and it's something that we've been pretty decent at over the last couple of seasons, not so much this season, but the previous couple of seasons, is them first 15 minutes going at the team and trying to put them under pressure to score goals. And because it's a 90-minute match, it's like a final. Actually, what City have done is we're just putting out a feeler for the game instead. And I felt like that actually was the wrong approach. So that's one lesson that we can learn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go away from the match tonight and tomorrow. So I'll have a video up tomorrow, and I'll have all my thoughts and stuff on the this match, what went wrong and what we can do to put it right. And there's lots of stuff that we can put right. I think it's important now, if you're in the City dressing room and you're a City player, is just to go away, go and relax, do what you do to try and cheer yourself up and make yourself feel better. Got a few weeks off, enjoy your break, and then come back motivated and rejuvenated for next season. everyone's going to be speaking about the second goal and what's happened with City, but I feel like City got a lot of stuff wrong, and that's ultimately why we've exited the competition. People are going to be picking on Raheem Sterling. I can criticise Ederson for the third goal in parrying it in a bit of a weak save, but I think at the end of the day, there's just lots of little factors as to why Manchester City have lost 3-1 against Lyon today, and it is what it is. I'm very disappointed. I'd say that summarises how I feel. Disappointed. Like I said, it'll take a couple of days just to get over this and really digest and take it in. I think it's important now that City, the Chiefs, take away from the game what players they need for next season, what players they don't, and be a bit cynical in keeping players and getting rid of players. I think it just reiterates more of our point now that this summer transfer window is huge in bringing players in and City identifying areas that we need. So obviously we're needing another top-class centre-back. I think it's important that we work really hard to try and make that happen and make that happen quickly. I would say off the performance today, I would move Cancelo back to competing with Walker for the right back position, and I'd definitely be having a good look at a left back to try and shore up the defence. And I would not say no to having a look at maybe an attacker but more a central midfielder. I felt like we just looked a little bit short. I'm going to be controversial because it's my live stream, but I feel like today Fernandinho wasn't really up to pace with what we're looking for. I love Fernandinho. I think he's a fantastic player. I felt like today he wasn't really where we needed him to be. Whether that's down to the formation we was playing or whether that's maybe not being good enough, I'd leave that for everyone else to talk about. Man of the match for the game, I'm going to give it to Cornet. Thought he had a really good performance in the right areas at the right time, got the first goal, managed to cause City problems at the right place at the right time throughout most of the first half and second half in winning free kicks, backtracking and making things happen and punishing City. I thought he had a really good performance. I thought there was a couple of positives for City as well. One in particular, in being able to put our opportunities into the back of the net once presented with good opportunities. So we had a couple of shots which were pretty tame in the first half at the goalkeeper. Once we got into the second half, I felt like we looked a little bit better. That was only once we brought Riyad Mahrez on and the legs were tiring a little bit. But all in all, good finish from De Bruyne for his goal. We worked hard, it just wasn't right. Just was not right. And this is what it is with these 90-minute games. Anything can happen. We haven't got the opportunity here to take it back and learn our lessons and go again. So it is what it is. We exit out the Champions League. We're not meant to win the Champions League just yet. We won at CAS, so we can go again next season. There's positives. We've knocked out the Galacticos. We'll go back to the two legs for next season. We can take confidence from that. And ultimately, we need to make sure we're bridging that gap on Liverpool and putting them under pressure. So our season will start again. You would think, I'm not sure if it's going to start a little bit later than the 12th. We might start on the 12th. Remains to be seen. I imagine City season might start the week after, so we get a full break. But it's important now that whilst we go away, that we get a bit of our transfer business done. So over the next few weeks, it should be busy, you would hope, with outgoings and incomings at Manchester City. We need to get the transfer strategy and our transfer policies right this summer so we can recover, regroup, and go again next season. So there we go. Manchester City live streams since Project Restart completed. I'll be back again doing my live streams because I've really enjoyed doing these 4 quarter-final matches and I have the beers in the fridge for the semi-finals as well. So I'll be doing the PSG game against Leipzig and the Bayern Munich game against Lyon. I am hoping that PSG will go through. No offence to Leipzig, but I just feel like a PSG Bayern Munich final, now that City are out I can say it, would be a better final than if Leipzig or Lyon were there. A Leipzig-Lyon final Well, there you go. So, yeah, Juggernauts, Bayern Munich, certainly the favourites. My tip to go through and win this competition. I feel like the 90 minutes really suits the German, gigantic team. I really feel like it suits them. So, yeah, at least we don't have to face Bayern Munich and potentially lose 8-2. Instead, we'll go out 3-1 disappointingly against Lyon. So we've got lots of lessons to learn. All in all, disappointing season. But we'll be back again tomorrow for another Manchester City video breaking down this game. If you're interested, stay tuned for that. We've got daily transfer updates rolling out as well for everybody to look forward to over the next 4 weeks. Hopefully getting some really solid players. Yeah, I hope everyone has as good an evening as they can. A bad way to go out and a bad way for the Saturday evening that had so much promise to end. I'm sure there'll be lots of thoughts and opinions going round all over social media right now that I've not had a chance to check out yet. I would advise, if you are on social media, to maybe not go on it. So there we go. Everyone's free to put in the chat. I'm really sorry I've not had much of a chance to interact with everyone this evening. I will definitely be doing lots of interaction for the 2 semi-finals next week because it's not involving City. I really just wanted to watch this game, break down this game, and just give you a good, nice, natural reaction to this, and that's what you've got. So we'll be back again on Tuesday evening for the Leipzig game against PSG, hopefully a good game, and then the Lyon game against Bayern Munich again, hopefully it'll be a good game. I reckon PSG and Bayern will go through, and I can see Bayern winning this competition. So yeah, there we go. That has been the video. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. If you're new around here, you're enjoying the content, then subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Go and check out my other channels if you so wish and everything. I'll see you all again for the next video very soon. C-Madge opinion is betting. Thank you for the $2 donation. Appreciate it. Bielsa in, Pep, new contract. That's controversial. Not too sure I see Pep Guardiola leaving Manchester City. I'm not sure if anyone else has left a donation and I've missed them. If I have, I am truly sorry. Maybe just DM me on social media or whatever, and I'll be able to give you a shout out that obviously you've put in there. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'll see you all again very soon. So I've been JSGC. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'm very disappointed right now. Peace. Ciao for now.